What's happening, beautiful people? Jace with Heathen Army here. Welcome back to my journey to better health, wellness, strength, and conditioning. Week 7. Yeah, man. It's been just a crazy week. I always say that. Last 3 weeks I've been saying that. I think as I talk about my journey here every week, I'm like, what's going on with that? Yeah, I would say that this week 7 has been probably the worst week I've had in terms of staying on track. Now, the bottom hasn't fallen out or anything, but just for example, it's Friday and I have no cardio sessions done this week. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to get one in today for sure. Things have just been kind of out of sorts a little bit. Had a few things to do with Heathen Army this week. I obviously, I don't know that I've mentioned this before, but I have a full-time job as well. Cam does too, for that matter. And so that's been super challenging in a lot of aspects this week as well. And plays into the overall schedule and getting things done. No excuses though. I had time to do my cardio. There was it's not like I didn't have time to do it. So just didn't get done, and that's okay. I'll get one in at least this week. Now, Monday was good. Got my strength training done on Monday. Full workout, which was really good. Wednesday, Cam and I had to go do a few things for Heathen Army, and we got a workout in after that, so that was good. We had a great time and mainly just working on bench, and so that was fun. It was a good workout, yeah. So again, sky's not falling here for me. It's just it was a little rough diet wise as well. So normally I come in here and say a percentage. I'm 90% there, or I'm 85% there with diet. I would say this week, if I would to put a percentage on it, I would say 60. So much lower. Getting the diet dialed in or the nutrition dialed in, right, than normal past weeks, right? So that sucks, just to be honest. So, but we'll get it. Today's been good. Today is Friday, so it's been good so far. We'll get it dialed in today. When these things happen, right, you can really start focusing on the negative aspects. I can just sit here and start thinking about, why didn't I get my cardio done? Or why didn't I get this workout done, or that, whatever it is. And you can't do that. You just have to go, okay, it's time to reset and refocus. I posted something on our social media platform this week: reset, refocus. You are your greatest project. Don't ever give up. That's the thing. We're going to have times where it's not going to be perfect. You hear this saying all the time. I use it to progress, not perfection. But it's so true. If I were to look back, I always think it's very important to look back when you're on a journey, to understand and give you some perspective about where you are. I look back to where I was in January of 2023. It was almost 300 pounds, or right at 300 pounds. And today I'm so much better from a health and wellness perspective. Not just physical, but also mental as well. I was in a bad place, and both physically and mentally. And so, what progress. That's amazing. And so that's what I'm trying to focus on. I keep telling myself, doesn't mean that I don't have bad, thoughts and bad moments, right? They still happen. But you got to dig yourself out of that, and that's the difference. I would say that this week I lacked discipline, and that was another reason why I put the blog post that I did out this week. If you haven't checked that out, go to heathenarmyfitness.com and hit our blog link. And I put a post up there about the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is great. It's that spark. It's that initial fire that gets you really worked up and ready to go. And discipline is what you got to have to get the work done. And so I had a lot of motivation this week. but I lacked some of the discipline. And, so I didn't get my cardio sessions done on Tuesday, Thursday. I will get one done today. I'm also going to do a little bit of strength training. I might do my mat work today as well. I like to get a certain number of push-ups in every week, and I'm way behind on that. For example, I'm normally in the 100 range. I'm only at 30 this week. So just little things like that, right? The little details that I try and get done every week. Much greater this week, or lack of discipline this week in getting those things done. So than normal. And that's okay. We're going to have down weeks, and that's just what this is. So we'll dig out of it. So Monday was a strength training. Wednesday, I had some strength training. Today, I'll get some cardio in. Today, I'll get some strength training in. We have a busy weekend. Cam and I have an event to go to on Saturday, tomorrow. So that should be fun, but it's going to take up some time. And then we've got to get ready for my week to the Northeast region next week. So my real job, I will be up in the New Jersey area for the week. And in fact, Cam's coming with me on Monday. The crew is heading out, Cam and I, on Monday. So that should be fun. He also works in that region next week as well. So just kind of worked out that way. But yeah, so there's a lot of little things that I need to do to, prepare for that because, as I mentioned before in my week 6 video, that there's some planning that I have to do from a nutrition standpoint that helps. I can't talk. That helps keep me on track. I take a lot of my own snacks, right? So I'll take the Quest chips, for example. I will take my Core Power protein drinks. I make sure to bring my own water. All those things are super important to have in my hotel room to keep me away from the Ben & Jerry's, right? Because, Cam likes to say I should be sponsored by Ben & Jerry's because I talk about it a lot. Well, yeah, man, I like ice cream. Hell. So, yeah, I would say that planning with the food is so important to help keep you on track. The good news is that I will be getting in more steps than normal, right? Because of walking into different facilities and things like that. We're like on one of the top floors, and so I usually take the steps, things like that, right? Just making some better decisions about getting in extra movement to help with that. Will help with the possible additional calories that may be consumed. But for a couple of the team dinners that I have to focus on this week, I will be looking to make sure to stick to the lean proteins or just proteins and vegetables. I also am, I don't have any problem eating, the potatoes either, mashed potatoes or whatever the restaurant may have. Just more balanced. And here are a few tips for you, the things that I do. One, I drink lots of water. That helps keep you full a little bit. 2, I eat slow. So when I'm in the restaurant, I put my fork down sometimes, in between bites. I'll just set my fork down, get into a conversation, and try and just focus on eating slower. That also will help. And then again, planning ahead. I can't say this enough. If you have an event that's going to require you eating at a restaurant like I have next week more than once, find out if you can, know where you're going to go. And a lot of times I do because we have to set reservations for the number of people. And then I look at the menu ahead of time and I plan out what I'm going to eat. Well before I even walk into the restaurant, I know exactly what I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat chicken and I'm going to eat mashed potatoes and I'm going to eat green beans, or I'm just going to eat the chicken and the green beans, whatever it is. I just plan it out and then I do not go off plan. A lot of times, in those events, there's drinks, there's desserts that happen. I'm going to stay away from all of that. So the focus is to just make sure I'm getting the protein. Could be steak, protein, and vegetables would be the majority of my calories there. Or hopefully. Doesn't mean that I always am completely successful there. The other thing that I like to do sometimes is, I don't know, it helps me. If we're having a lot of dessert, like people are ordering dessert at these events, what I'll do is just get a coffee. I'll get a coffee because it's warm. I make it a little sweet. I'll usually put a little cream and a couple of packets of Splenda, for example, in there, and that kind of cures that sweet tooth and kind of helps me along. And then just continue to drink the water too. So reset, refocus, and just keep working, man. That's all I'm gonna do. Good news is that I could have been way worse, right? So hey, as always, like, share, and subscribe. Cam and I are continuing to pump out some content. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a follow on the other platforms. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we don't always post the same thing, so you might get some different content across the platforms, but generally it is fairly similar across all. So also check out the website heathenarmyfitness.com. As I mentioned in this video, we try and do a blog post every week. This week's was motivation versus discipline. Give that a read. And then I throw up a portion of our YouTube videos you can watch directly from the website as well. And then I just have a bunch of resources out there, or I shouldn't say, it's not just me, right? Cam and I have a bunch of resources out there, from weight loss to all of the dimensions of wellness, and some good information out there. I know it helped me putting it together, and I hope it can help you as well. Also, just join the horde, as we like to say. Drop us your email on the front page of the website. We will not spam you. This is just simply building the community, a community that is in support of positivity and helping you reach your goals. So that's what we're all about. We're just trying to reach ours too. So heathenarmyfitness.com. Give it a look. Everything is obviously totally free, that you'll have access to. I don't put a bunch of ads up all over the site, so you will get 0 ads when you go to our website, which I love, and enjoy that. But yeah, go check us out. So week 7 is in the books. Thanks. I'm Jace with Heathen Army. See you.